Well, this guy arrived in the post today, and since this morning I have been very busy. Want to see what I've been doing? finally, after about quite a few hours of faffing around and trying to fit everything in, you can tell everything just about got in. The CR2032, I believe, battery case kind of sits up here, and I've kept it loose because I want to be able to unscrew it and then put new batteries in, so that bit's loose. But then I've tried to glue down the LEDs wherever possible, and it looks pretty normal except for a bit of mess down here which I plan to clean up in the future. But yeah, the only thing I had to sacrifice really was this sort of little exhaust piece here. You see, this actually goes onto the back of this like that, and it's normally showing there, but I've taken that out and I've actually replaced it with the light switch there. And yeah, here's a moment of truth. Let's see if we can actually turn this thing on. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a screwdriver because my fat fingers can't get in there, but if you've got smaller hands than me, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But moment of truth. And this is it lit up, and that was with a £1 pack of LED lights from the pound shop. I don't know which country you're watching this in, so you might have like 99-cent stores or something like that. But you normally get those simple LED battery operated lights from loads of places really. And I managed to fit the first lot in here, and it's sort of weaving in and out, and there's some up in the top here. It's a shame this bit hasn't lit up as much as I wanted it to. I might actually have to go back and try and stick another LED down the middle here to try and light it up and stretch them out a little bit. But these bits light up. This front light here lights up, and you can see the orb lights up. It looks pretty cosmic, doesn't it? I think so anyway. I mean, like I said, it's a £1 LED set. Simply all you need is an LED and just some basic tools. The hardest part was probably the dremeling of this bit, simply because it's a pain in the butt, and because you're actually trying to dremel out soft plastic, it can actually melt a little bit, and I have to try and use some silver paint or something here to hide that LED because it's absolutely sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to push that back in, and then I'm actually going to try and cover it over so that it doesn't light up. But I don't know, I quite like this. I might move the LEDs around in here so that they don't so that there's, you know, an even spread a bit more over the actual orb. If you've got the time and the patience, all you need is £1 pack of LED lights, a craft knife, a little bit of hot glue, and a basic Dremel. I absolutely love this Cosmic Ghost Rider figure. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I want that. And then as I started looking at reviews for it, I started realizing that there was some actual modding that could be done here, and the potential for a light up feature was rife. In fact, when I actually undid everything and had a look inside, I thought to myself that it's really easy to actually take this apart. So I have a funny feeling that Hasbro were, you know, expecting people to put light up features in this, so they didn't try to make it too hard to get into. You know, once you undo the screws and you prise a couple of plastic tabs free, it's not too tough. Just go all the way around the body and it will pop off eventually, and then you can actually get to work. I've also got a non-battery operated version that I'm going to get very soon. I've ordered it, it just needs to come. So there'll be a light up version, and then there'll be just like a normal regular version that I'll just keep in its box. And I seem to really like modifying my Ghost Riders, because there's this one here that's all lit up now, and then there's this guy here, and I actually repainted this whole thing just because I felt it could have done with a bit more work, and I even put in more time and effort to try and highlight all the dark parts here and all the engine bits. Then I put some burnt effects on the exhaust here. The flames come out. I think I've painted all this body purple with loads of torn, ripped and sort of damaged bits, and then I've actually repainted this bit so it looks really sort of really metal, but also really sort of shabby and used. And I also painted the handles, and I painted the controls on the bike itself so that the buttons have different colours, you know, red and green and things like that. It was quite fun doing these mods, simply because they're really cool figures, but they're not super expensive either. So I'm more than happy to get my hands on them and tear them apart, break them down, and try and do some mods on them. You wouldn't catch me doing it to any of my Hot Toys or anything like that. These Marvel Legends, I'll have a go at busting up any old day of the week. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and if you can do me a favour now, if you get the flip out of my cave, I'm going to put this on the shelf with all the Marvel Legends. Bye bye.